So it's so good to see you all again. We are going to finish our makeup sampling test session from Honeybee Gardens. Thank you all so much for your ongoing support, and I've just been enjoying this so much, from looking at the different colors and shades to doing even a little mini color analysis session. So we're going to test the remaining, I believe, 7 shades from Honeybee Gardens, and don't go away because we're going to have a lot more sample testing videos throughout this channel, just from other types of cosmetic organizations. So without further ado, let me show you what we have so far in my notebook. So far, we've got all of these beautiful lip samples. We've got Paradise, Trinity, Valentine, Romance, Vintage Merlot, Seduction, Heirloom, Cherokee. We've got Queen Bee, Sweet Pea, Valentine, and Bermuda. I also have a little surprise for you. I added Black Radiance. That's the one that I use in most of my black and white videos. So I got that. And now I'll show you the remaining 7 samples we're going to test today. So we're going to test San Francisco, which is this almost like sugar pink color here. We're going to now flip the page so I can show you the remaining 6 sample titles, okay? So, flipping through, flip. And here are our remaining 6. So, we've got Swizzle, which is kind of a muddy color, like a muddy pink. It almost looks like I tested this one before due to what the bag looks like. If I did test this before, I don't mind testing it again, but I don't think I tested this one. We've also got South Beach. That's a very fun salmon tropical color, so I'm very curious about this one. We've also got Darla, which immediately reminds me of the little girl from the movie Finding Nemo. So this one kind of reminds me of the, that polishing substance dentists use, and they come in different flavors. This reminds me of the bubblegum one. We've also got Calliope. I did some research on this term because I never heard this term before, and apparently Calliope means beautiful voice. And this one seems to be more of a sophisticated version of a muddy pink, and it does seem to match the tone of my lower lip, so I am also curious about that one. We've also got Risque, which of course is a shade of red. And finally, we've got Goddess at the top. I thought it'd be quite strategic to have Goddess at the top. And this one is a lovely deep red with a little bit of a sparkle. So, as usual with each of these samples, I'm going to be doing the same thing I've always been doing with all the others from Honeybee Gardens. I'm going to take little Q-tips, dip them into some coconut oil just to moisten things up. Although, as we know, even without the coconut oil, the products from Honeybee Gardens are very moisturizing. That's one thing I really like about these samples and products. So anyway, dipping into the coconut oil, dip into the bag just like a scientist, a very sassy scientist, and then we'll apply them to the lips. Only for this part of the series, I'll apply some on myself and then I'll apply some to you. How's that sound? Good? Great. Alright, so without further ado, let's go back to San Francisco. That's probably some nice travel destination that we can do someday. Alright, so again, let's take a look at San Francisco. This is what the front looks like. Honeybee Gardens Natural Lipstick. You can see the little website at the bottom. And it's got that nice dusky pink shade. So I'll go ahead and open the bag. Just like that. I'll turn it around so you can see all the action. I'm going to grab my Q-tip, put it into the coconut oil. Make sure I just get a little bit, not too much. I'm going to dip it into the bag. Dip, dip, dip. Twist, twist, twist. And for all of my new viewers, welcome to the channel. I'm so happy to have you here. We do a lot of makeup videos. We also do some rambles, show and tell, a couple of role plays, and most recently a couple of story time sessions. So if y'all have any requests, feel free to put in the comments below. But alright, so this is what San Francisco looks like. It's like a dusky pink. Kind of matches my lower lip, but it seems to be a little bit of a cooler undertone. It seems to match a little bit more of the flowers on my shirt. But here's the bottom lip here. It seems to give a little bit of a sheen, though it could also be from the lip balm I applied 10 minutes ago. So let me dip one more time here. Oh, and we always record each of our findings because the medium plays a big role. It could look different on the actual lips compared to on paper, on the wrist, etc. I'm not sure if I see too much of a change on this one, but I'll let you be the judge. So let me dip a little bit in here on the other side so you can try it out. I'm going to put a little bit in the bag here for you. Okay. Just like that. Okay, let me just apply a little bit on your lips here. Okay. Top and then lower. What do you think? Slightly on the dry side? Yeah, I agree. Even with the coconut oil, it seems to be a little bit more on the... it doesn't feel as moisturizing as some of the others. It could be due to the distribution of it. I do really like the sparkles, though. I think it has a nice way of taking the natural features and enhancing them a little bit more with the sparkles. But I'm still quite curious, you know what I mean? Yeah. Let's take a look and see what it may look like when we apply the recording factor. Yeah. Okay, so we'll take our notebook here. I already have it written down next to Black Radiance. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, a little bit on the faint side here. And it kind of reminds me of how it's not too moisturizing. Kind of similar to Valentine and Seduction. It does have a nice trace of sparkle, but may not be your favorite. That's okay. That's what testing is for. So let me go ahead and flip the page and then we can take a look at the remaining 6. How's that sound? Sounds good? Okay. Okay, there we go. Which one would you like to choose next? South Beach? Sure. Okay. We can do South Beach, definitely. The summer is around the corner. Let me just take this off here. Make sure the lips are always starting on a clean slate. me for a second. I'm going to wipe off your lips too. Okay. All right. There you go. Excellent. All right. All right. So let's do South Beach. This is what it looks like. It sounds like a very tropical salmon type of shade. It looks quite fun. It seems to be more suitable for, well, it's suitable for everybody, but I think it will especially complement those with warmer undertones, if you ask me. So let's take a look at this one and see what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and open the bag. I'm going to take a fresh new Q-tip for us. Okay, then after that, let's see, just counting more. Alright, perfect. So I'll dip some into some coconut oil here. And twist a little bit of it off. Then I'll insert it into the bag. Alright, so go in here. And twist, 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 twist. Make sure you get plenty on the Q-tip. Very curious about this one. It looks quite fun, doesn't it? Actually, let me apply some on you first. Hold on. Oh, that looks so nice on you. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely brightens up your features. It definitely does. Okay, let me flip this over here. Dip into the bag for myself. And then we can compare and contrast. Okay. Alright, let's see what this looks like on me now. Oh, this one looks fun. I already like what it looks like on the bottom lip. It's a nice natural bottom lip enhancer based on the natural tone. I think it looks fantastic on you already on the top and bottom lip too. I think it really, I even saw the way your eyes lit up after I applied it onto you. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. Okay, so let me see what this looks like on the top lip for myself now. Alright, I like that it doesn't hide the natural tone too much. It does seem quite fun, and I think it does complement my natural undertones and my natural blush color too. It's very lovely. Would I say this one's in my top 3? Possibly, but I'm very curious to see what it looks like on paper too. But it definitely looks nice, especially on the lower lip, and it's very moisturizing too. It gives a nice sheen, and it's a lovely color, especially for all my salmon loving people. Oh, most definitely. Yeah, that's a gorgeous color. I'm so glad they named this South Beach. Definitely. Alright, so let me go ahead and record this onto, I guess I could call this our little pyramid. It definitely retains its salmon tone, doesn't it? And it looks quite nice on the paper. It's a little bit on the brighter side, but it complements the natural features too. Wonderful. As a matter of fact, it low-key reminds me of the Paradise lips and the Trinity lips, but more so the Paradise lips. What do you think? You think they look a little similar? A little bit, but this one is a little brighter. Less dusky. Yeah, I completely agree with you. Yeah. And it's even got a nice sparkle. Okay, what's the next one you'd like us to try? Still got Goddess, Calliope, Risque, Swizzle, and Darla. Calliope? Sure. Let's extend, well, at least extend my vocabulary. Let me wipe this off you first. There you go, and now wipe off me. There we go. Okay, so Calliope, let's see, I believe that was one of the browner looking shades, but it had a bit more of a dusky pink to it. Here it is, here's Calliope. Another natural lipstick from Honeybee Gardens. So, get a fresh Q-tip after I open the bag for us. I'll go ahead, dip a little bit into the coconut oil. We always have to have a standardized procedure, no matter what kind of experiment we're doing together. Alright, we'll put this into the bag and twist, 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 twist. See how much of the color we can get onto the Q-tip for us. Okay, I'll apply one on me first. This one's actually kind of surprising. It has a slightly darker tone, but it's still retaining the natural features, which is good. Let's see what it looks like on the top. This one has a slightly edgier tone to it. It's a darker color. I think it still complements the features very well without melting everything. And I think this would be nice for a coffee date, for example. I could see myself wearing this on a coffee date. But what do you think? Yeah? Yeah, I could see myself wearing it during that time too. Definitely. Okay, let me flip this over and see what it looks like on here. I'm just going to dip into the bag again and just apply some of it on you. Kind of reminds you of red velvet milk chocolate. Yeah, I kind of get that vibe too. It looks very nice on you. I think it brings out your eyes. I'm not even kidding. It looks very nice. Lovely. Yeah, it has a little bit of that nice Sunday afternoon feel, or Sunday brunch feel, or coffee date feel. At least that's how I'm feeling about this one. Definitely. Yeah, Calliope. Let's see what it looks like on our little pyramid, shall we? Okay, time to apply in 3, 2, 1. does look a little bit more pink on the paper, but it does seem to be a little bit cooler, at least cooler undertone compared to South Beach. There seems to be a little bit more of a pink undertone with Calliope compared to South Beach, but when applied on to us, it almost seemed like a coffee date type of tone. Quite interesting, isn't it? Let's see. Which one would you like us to work on next? Swizzle? Sure. Okay. Swizzle. Let's see. Speaking of Swizzle, I went to Taylor Swift tribute concert, I guess. I think that's what I call it. Yeah. It was pretty cool. It was for a festival. They had the same cute little outfits, and with the costume changes, you could really see the contrast of the earlier version of Taylor Swift, where it was more country, and then the new version of Taylor Swift, when it was a little bit more pop. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so T-Swizzle. Let's see, which one was the Swizzle? I'm sure it wasn't that one. Oh, here it is. It was this chocolatey looking one, since we started talking about chocolate. So let's see what this one looks like. This one definitely reminds me of hot chocolate or hot cocoa on a chilly winter's evening. And you're just imagining the holidays and you're sipping hot cocoa and gazing at the pretty lights. So let me get a Q-tip, see what this one looks like on us. I'll apply this one on you first this time. We can kind of take turns. Okay, dip into the bag. Twist, 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 twist. Twist, twist. Twist, 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 twist. Just like that. Yeah, definitely quite a chocolatey color, isn't it? Okay, here we go. Oh, that looks like a fun one on you. Wow. Oh, how darling. Oh, how lovely. Yeah. I know, it screams Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, doesn't it? But let's see what it looks like on me. We need to conclude all the elements and cover all of the bases. Alright, so I'll dip some into the coconut oil. And dip, 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 dip. Twist, 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 twist. And twist, twist. I'm so curious about this one. Okay, let's see here. I feel like I just came out of the chocolate store on Valentine's Day. This one looks quite fun. I like this one. Though I feel like in the back of my mind it almost melts into the rest of my skin tone a little too much. At least that's my initial reaction. I do love the way it looks on the top lip. I think it suits it quite well. On the bottom one, still not very sure. But it does keep and retain the natural tones a little bit. I think it's just meshing them so much that they almost look similar in tone, and I'd rather have something with a little bit more contrast with each of them. But I think it looks lovely on you, dear. Yes, this one might be your color. Oh, you want to see what it looks like on the book? Sure. Okay. So again, this one is Swizzle. Let's see what it looks like on our little pyramid here. Alright. So 3, 2, and 1. This one's definitely a nice shade of brown. Yeah, this one's definitely the chocolatiest of them all from Honeybee Gardens. Yes, it's so much fun to try each of the samples because it's a really powerful way to make sure that we are selecting the color that suits us best before we make an actual purchase. For sure. Okay. Looks like we got 3 more. Okay, so I'm going to hold up these 3 and let me know which one you'd like to choose. Do you want Darla? Do you want Risque? Or do you want Goddess? You want Goddess? Okay. Let me go ahead and open the bag so we can unleash our inner Hera, our inner Athena, our inner Thor, whoever we want to be. I'll dip some into some coconut oil. And let's see what it looks like on myself first right quick, and then I'll apply some on you. So we're going to dip in and twist, 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 and twist some more. Looks like a deeper red color. Let's see what it looks like. This one seems to match the flowers on my shirt the most. It has a deeper tone to it. Let me try this one more time on the top lip. It does seem a little sophisticated, though I'm not sure if it's feeling wow to me yet. What do you think? Let me apply a little bit on you and maybe I can get some of your perspective. It does seem to match some of the red accents on my top, though, so that's definitely something. Okay, I got a great amount for you. What do you think? I know it's so hard to pick a favorite, isn't it? Yeah, these colors seem to complement you very much, though, and they all feel very moisturizing, don't they? Yeah, even without the coconut oil, it seems so. Yeah. Let me just add a tad bit more coconut oil to my side of the Q-tip. I want to make sure I get a good recording of it. Okay, there we go. Let's see what this one looks like. So this one is Goddess. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Interesting. So it has the nice sparkle on it. This one seems to be the pinkest of all the samples on this page. And you got that nice sparkle factor to it. Okay. Which one would you like us to do next? We've got two more. We've got Risque and we got Darla. You want to do Darla? Okay. Alright. Darla is the one that reminds me of that bubblegum flavored cleaner solution that dentists use when polishing teeth. But who knows? Maybe he'll surprise us. Okay. So here's Darla. I'm going to open the bag. I'll get a Q-tip and dip it in. This time I'm going to apply it on you first, see what it looks like. Okay. Dip into the bag. And I'll apply this onto your teeth. I mean your lips. And we'll see what this looks like. Don't worry, Nemo already made his escape like 20 years ago. Maybe over 20 years ago. Say ah. I'm kidding. I like to be a jokester sometimes. Yeah, it seems to blend in with some of the other colors, doesn't it? I'm just really in awe with how many colors Honeybee Gardens has come up with, especially in different shades of pinks, browns, and reds, and the tropical salmon colors. I think I really like the tropical salmon colors a lot, but some of the reds are very nice. So far, I think, what's the name of it? Vintage Merlot is my favorite thus far. Of course, that could always change with time and with experience, but I find it quite hard to beat, just based on my personal taste. This one has a nice undertone to it, a nice duskiness. It reminds me of the Goddess one, but just not as many sparkles. It has more of a shimmery factor to it. This one actually seems very similar to my natural bottom lip tone. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Let's see what it looks like on the page. In 3, 2, and 1. Well, it looks a lot more fun on the page. I think this is the pinkest one of them all, at least on this page. It looks absolutely lovely. Very sophisticated, almost like a dusky baby pink. It definitely brings out some of the orange undertones in South Beach if we compare and contrast them together. And it does look quite cool. If Darla and Swizzle were combined, I think that's what would bring out Calliope. My perspective. Alright, let me go ahead and clean your lips one more time, and then we'll do the risking on. Yes, that sound good? Great. Alright. Not too much risky business here. Alright, here's our last Q-tip for the Honeybee Gardens. So, I'll open the bag. It's a very lovely, sophisticated red, isn't it? And I am a bit of a fan of lip products in shades of red. Dip a little into the coconut oil. I'll apply the first shades on myself. Yeah, that was my stomach. I need to get myself something to eat in a little bit. Don't worry about me. I had some fruit this morning. Actually, some shrimp and then some fruit. Ooh, look at that. You know what? This almost matches my high school glass ring. It's like a nice garnet berry color. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. Wow, just look at this. Look at how beautiful it glides across. Oh, wow, that's gorgeous. I got so carried away that I ended up going outside the line. That is beautiful. I really like this one. It's not too you know how some shades of red make you appear a little unrecognizable instead of complimenting your features? Yeah, I feel like this one is complimenting my features without making me look different or unrecognizable. And it goes nice with the top too. Yeah, this one would definitely be one of my favorites. I might need to do a compare and contrast between Risque and Vintage Merlot, because Vintage Merlot has been my favorite this whole time, but I think we've got a really close contender through Risque. Let's see what it looks like on you right quick. Just dipping into the coconut oil. And then we'll see what it looks like here. Just dip and twist, 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 twist. Twist, twist, twist. And then I'll add it to your top. Isn't that beautiful? I know. I think we found a mutual favorite, haven't we? This would be fun to wear at any time of the day, especially if you want something nice and sophisticated. Yes. I think this one's definitely my favorite, at least for this third part of the series. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, beautiful. Let's see what it looks like on the page. It could change my mind if I put it on the page, so let's see what it looks like. In 3, 2, 1. Oh my god. It's pink. It's like purple pink. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, love. This is definitely my favorite of today. Oh, most definitely. But what about you? Which one is your favorite? Yes, that's a lovely color too. I definitely with you there. I think that would definitely be in like my top 3 for today. Yeah. Okay, so let me go ahead and clean ourselves up with our lips so we can get on with our day. But thank you so much for trying all of these shades with me today. I really appreciate it, and I heavily appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, doodles.